Hello everybody, my name's Trent. I'm a digital creator, and in this video, I'm going to show you how to take your video, put it into a square format, add text above and below, or even transcribe your video. I hope this video gives you value. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below, and I'll be happy to help you. Let's get started. Okay, so this is the video that I want to add text to. It's about a minute long, and there's talking pretty much the whole way through it. So the first thing I'm gonna do is pause the video, and I'm going to take a screenshot of the aspect ratio. I'm also going to find another screenshot, and there's some elements in this screenshot that I want to use as the background. You can either use another background, or you can just use white. Okay, so you're gonna go to Photoshop, click New. I'm gonna call it Test 2. And on pixels, we're gonna set it to 1920 by 1920. That will make the document a square. So we're gonna open that. The first thing we're gonna do is we are going to add the screenshot placeholder that we just took. That will automatically center in the middle of your document. And I will add the screenshot of the planks on the wall. And I'm going to use these planks on the wall to generate tiles for the top and bottom. So we can see I have them for the top. I will duplicate that layer, flip it around, and we will add them for the bottom. Now, if I add the placeholder video, screenshot right there, it should show. Now, I only want to use the bottom of this, so I'm going to cut it off from here up after I rasterize the layer. And same with this one. I'm going to delete it from where I don't need it down. So there's some space in between. That's fine because our video is going to go right there. The next thing I'm going to do is add a logo. So the logo in this case is a barber's craft. Going to place this, get it nice and centered up. Place. So you can add any text on top as well as any text on bottom, but I'm going to leave it as the company's logo on top, and I'm going to transcribe the text on the bottom. So I've actually gone through and I have transcribed all of the audio from the video. Now, I think if you upload a video to YouTube, YouTube automatically does this and you can download what they transcribed your video to be. I don't think it's 100% accurate, so I sat here and I actually typed all this out. So what we're going to do at this point is we are going to copy. I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's make groups. So this is going to be background group. Okay. Now I'm going to add a text group. Okay, so now I'm going to paste the writing. It's a little too big, so I will make that 60. And the way that I have this working is I will double layer the video. So I'll call the first layer 1, and I'll add a second layer And it doesn't look like that all fits. So I will do as much as fits, and I will also call that 1. So as you keep adding text, it'll be 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5. So each layer I'm counting as 1 unit. And I'm doing that so that when we take it into the video editing software, it's easy to remember what goes to what. So now we're going to jump ahead. So now that I have all of this text lined up, if I turn off some of it, then you will see, we'll look at layer 6, that both these layer 6s are 1 unit. If I turn off one, that's the bottom, turn off the other one, that's the top. So I'm going to turn all those back on, because if we save it and they're off, they won't show up in Premiere. And I will turn off that group. One other thing I want to touch on is this progress bar. So what this is a video playback bar that I've started seeing on Gary Vaynerchuk's videos, where essentially as the video plays, the red bar advances across the screen. And I found that helpful because I didn't have this mystery of how long am I going to be watching this video. I actually found myself watching the playback bar, listening to the video, because it gave me a sense of comfort knowing how much time I was going to invest in this video. So the way that I make the playback bar is by creating a new layer, taking the rectangle selection box, doing a small little selection, going to your pen tool, make it nice and bright and red, and that will be your playback bar, and we will animate that in Premiere in just a second. So that's the playback bar. Another thing you can do is use the permanent text, or in this case the logo, where I'm gonna see if animating the logo left to right is too busy. It's their branding, so I probably won't do that, but I could do a positive and negative playback bar sort of thing on the logo. So we are going to save this and take it into Premiere. Okay, now that we're in Premiere, we opened up a new video file. Let's add a new sequence. And in that sequence, we're going to go to Settings, Custom, 1920 by 1920. And that should give us a 1:1 ratio. Click OK. So now we've got a square video as our output. So now we'll go to the Photoshop file and import that into Premiere. You want to import individual layers. That's very important, or else all these layers will be mashed together. So I'm going to upload this and look for the template. So if I put this here, it should line up perfectly with our aspect ratio. And I'm going to take that to the bottom. I know the video is about 1 minute, so leave it about right there. And the next thing I'm going to do is add, the next thing I'm going to do is add the actual video. So I've imported the video and I will place that right there. Now with the video, this is a 4K video, I'm going to scale it down into those marks. Cool, so now we have the video scaled.
My name is Romero Herrera. We're at a barber's craft right now.
Looks real nice. And so let's start adding these text files. Okay, so I found the problem. when you're making these in Photoshop, you need to actually do a 0.5. 0.5. And what this should do is when we import the footage, it should actually import all of them because it's thinking it's the same layer. Cool, so now I'm actually gonna save the file again. I'm actually going to, I'll leave that one there because we have some elements in that, but let's re-import the file. And it looks like all of these will upload this time. Okay, so now that we changed the file name so that they're not all duplicates, they're 0.5 is what I did to make them work. Is now we will do 3.5 as well. So you can see it didn't really take that long to add all of the text files onto the video. And now for the last part, I'm going to place the playback bar, extend it the full time of the clip, and I'm going to go to Effects Controls, open up Effects, and I'm going to look for Crop. And I'm going to apply crop to that layer. Now I'm going to go down in my effects panel, click the clip, and I'm going to, see, is it from the left? Nope, we're going to move it from the right. So I'm going to start it at 100%, and at the very beginning I'm going to click this timer. What that's going to do is that's going to create a key point. And I'm going to go to the very end. And we'll put that back to 0. So that means it's going to start here at the beginning, and it's going to end here right at the end.
My name is Romero Herrera. We're at a Barber's Craft right now. We are a full-service barbershop located in downtown Yakima.
And you can see as it's playing back, the play bar goes along the video. So I'm going to export a final version, and I'll show that to you right now.
My name is Romero Herrera. We're at a Barber's Craft right now. We are a full-service barbershop located in downtown Yakima. Haircuts gives you a boost of confidence. When you look good, you feel good, and it really allows you to take on your day wherever that may take you. As barbers, we get a chance to do something very purposeful when cutting hair. It's working with people. It gives you an opportunity to become an ambassador for your city, and the relationships that you build are so fulfilling. It's awesome. If you haven't got a chance, come visit us, 12 North Front Street. Look for the big red door or you can't miss it. Our team is ready to provide a service tailored for you, and we would love to meet you. Thank you. See ya.
If this video was helpful for you, please give it a thumbs up, leave a comment, and share it with a friend. Making these types of videos really helps increase engagement on social, and I would really love to see your results. Thanks for hanging with me, and I hope you learned something.